just to gauge you a little bit and get you the direction that we're going in. I know you're an artist in many ways. I just want to know, when are you the most comfortable, or when are you at your best as an artist?
Wow, that's a very deep question. I feel like I'm at my best as an artist when I'm feeling inspired, because inspiration. I feel like inspiration will take you a long way. I have a saying: a grain of inspiration is enough fuel to travel the universe, and I truly feel that way, because I create my best work when I'm inspired. And not only that, I feel motivated to do the work when I'm inspired. So not only am I motivated, the passion is there, the inspiration is there, and it just goes together so well. It meshes so well, and it just helps the work to manifest that much easier and that much faster. When I'm pressured, when I'm stressed, when I'm down, when I'm dealing with issues, it's that much difficult to create under those circumstances, opposed to me being happy, or me feeling good about myself, or whatever the case may be. But I want to say, at the source of all that is inspiration. That's what helps me to just go all out, and help me to center myself and create at a rate that's just, it amazes me at times. I'm not even going to lie. I'm never impressed by my own work, but there are times where it's like, wow, I did that, and that comes from all of those things being in alignment, and me seeing the physicality of what I created, and it's just it blows me away. It's just like, wow, I can't believe I created that. But inspiration is at the source of all that. So yeah, I'll leave it there, guys.
Bonus question. I
Mm-hmm.
heard you say that, you know, being in dark places and being down and being stressed, are not really, those are not places that artists like to be. But I do want to ask you this. When there are times that you are in a dark place, how is it that you allow your art to reflect that? Creating through those times, so that not all work is going to be happy. So how do you manage to create even in those dark times?
It's the inspiration, whether if it's a positive inspiration or a negative one. Inspiration comes in all forms, and I have created in those dark elements. It was much harder, but I still did it. I'll tell you something interesting. I showed a friend my work, and he showed one of his friends, and his friend said, "I don't like his work. His work is too dark." And I'll go back and I review my work, and I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, that's dark, that's dark, that's dark. And I'm just reviewing. It really made me reflect on what I was creating. And I'm looking at my work, and I said to myself, this is a representation of me. This is what I was going through. I was going through a dark time in my life. Now that I'm in a much better space in life, my work is much different. I'm creating at different levels, at different spaces. My work is much more brighter, it's much more lit, it's much more vibrant, it's much more colorful. That's because that is a direct reflection of what I'm feeling inside. Emotions tell a lot in your work, and particularly in mine. And I just feel like it's like I said, getting back to what I said, it's much harder to do, but it is manageable. And I feel like some artists do create really good work at a dark place at a time. That's just not a place that I particularly like to create from, because I don't feel the drive is there, or the impulse to create. I rather deal with those emotions in other forms, and then go back to what I was creating. But there, like I said, there were times where I have created in the dark spaces, like when my uncle passed away. That was a devastating blow. He was like literally one of my biggest fans, and when I lost him, I feel like I lost a part of myself, and it was really hard to create during that time. But guess what? I pushed through it, and I made some incredible things, and I owe a lot of it to him. We made a song called Road Again, and I said to my partner, I said to him, my uncle would have loved this song. And he said to me, this song wouldn't have been what it was if your uncle was here. So there you go right there. And this is one of the songs that I am deeply, deeply, deeply in love with. Like once again, I said to you guys that I'm not often impressed by my own work. That's just me. That's what I do. Just like someone who goes to work every day. If they do a good job or not, the job is done. And that's how it is for me when I create. As long as the job gets done, I'm good. I'm happy. And like I said, I'm not too impressed with myself, but that song right there, I feel like that was like, wow, that's it. And that was fueled from what I was dealing with. I was depressed, I was sad, I was heartbroken. I was just in a dark space, and that song, Road Again, it spoke those emotions. It articulated that in a song.